You're listening to the Vision to Victorious podcast, the show for vision-driven individuals who desire to design and create a life and business that is exciting, purposeful, and fulfilling. Here's your host, Victoria A. Tiller.
Hello. Welcome to another episode of the Vision to Victorious podcast. I am your host, Dr. Victoria A. Tiller, the Vision to Victorious coach, and let's get started. A key factor in success is knowing when to pivot, to rethink your plan, while still maintaining the mission. 2020, in so many words, has been the year of the pivot. Pivot has been one of the commonly used words this year among unprecedented and uncertainty and fluid and many other words that indicate that there is a need for change or that things are different. Things are going in a way that is unexpected. And I wanted to focus on the word pivot today, because when we hear the word pivot, we are often thinking about someone who is pivoting in their business. And that's how we've heard that word used throughout 2020. But I want to talk about pivoting in relation to your life. As I took time to reflect, and as I continue to reflect on 2020 and just my life in general, I can think of many times when I had to pivot in my life. One of the first times me thinking of having to pivot was in my senior year of high school. It was my plan and my intention to go off to college and, get a degree. And then in the second semester of my senior year, I became pregnant with my first child. And so I decided to pivot. My intention is still go to college and to get my degree. However, I would not be going off to college. I would go to school locally. The mission remained the same, to get my degree, but how I went about getting it looked different, and there are many other times I can think about me pivoting, throughout my life. And so my whole point for taking time out to mention pivoting to you is, don't just think of a pivot in terms of business. There may be times when you need to pivot in your life. Your purpose doesn't change. Your mission doesn't change. It's just how you approach it looks different. And that's one thing that I came to realize as well when I think about Vision to Victorious. I always kind of looked at that as the journey and how that looked and how I would achieve the objective, achieve the goal. But what I came to realize is that the vision wasn't about the journey. The vision was about the destination. What's the end game? What's the goal? How you get there, that'll be decided along the way. And there'll be times when you will be forced to pivot along the journey, but the goal does not change. And so as we head into a new year, I want you to think about your life. Take some time to reflect on 2020, reflect on your life. And I want you to, one, identify times in your life when you've had to pivot. But then I want you to also see, is it time for you to make a pivot now? Maybe what you are doing isn't working. Maybe what you are doing is not getting you to your ultimate goal, getting you to the ultimate vision, the destination. So you need to change something, because at the end of the day, that's what pivoting is all about. It's making a change. But the purpose of the change is to get you on the path to where you ultimately want to be. It's not about changing what you want. It's just about changing the way, the method, the strategy of achieving it. It may not look the way that you thought it would look, But at the end of the day, it's all about getting what you want. Your destiny, your desires, your results, the outcome that you want to achieve. So as we look forward into 2021, maybe it's time for you to make a change. I've said before on this podcast, and you've heard it in life, doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result is insanity. So if what you've been doing for the last year, the last 2 years, last 5 years, last 10 years hasn't gotten you the result that you desire, maybe it's time to make a change. Maybe it's time for you to pivot. And I'll actually take the maybe out. It is. If you've been doing the same thing over and over and over again and you haven't gotten the result that you desire, it is time for you to make a change. So that you can get the things that you say that you want in life, you have to do something different. If you want to get what you never got, you got to do something that you've never done. Do something different. Change it up. And guess what? If by changing something up in 2021 doesn't get you the result that you desire, change it up again until you find the strategy, the method that will help you to achieve your ultimate goal. And you don't even have to wait a whole year. Commit to doing something right now I've challenged my family to a 100-day challenge, choosing to do something, committing to do something for the first 100 days of the year. And let's see what kind of change it makes in our lives, what kind of difference it makes. Because what you may discover is making such an impact on your life. Oh, this is now a lifestyle change. It's not just a 100-day challenge. But you don't have to do 100 days. You can do 90. You can do 30 days. But just change something. Try something different. But give it time to work. And if it's not working, try something different. Pivot. Change it. That's all I have for you today. I'm Dr. Victoria A. Tiller, the Vision to Victorious coach. Thank you for listening to another episode of the Vision to Victorious podcast. Please make sure you connect with me on social media at Victoria A. Tiller on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and LinkedIn. Until next time, be blessed and be victorious.
Thank you for listening to the Vision to Victorious podcast. Connect with Victoria online at Victoria A. Tiller on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And don't forget to subscribe, rate, and review.